Hey everybody, just before I head out on my long run today, which is going to be 24k, roughly there or thereabouts, with a mixture of easy and marathon pace. Within that, I thought I'd just kind of give you a bit of an update on where I am with the shoes. Now, I mentioned a few weeks ago, and you may have seen the video, that my original Brooks Caldera shoes, these ones here, I did, or have done, over 400 miles of them. They're just a solid pair of shoes. I really, really like them. And I was in a bit of a quandary about what to do. I was thinking about different brands and this, that and the other. And I had my eyes really on the Brooks Caldera 2 and 3, the evolution of this one. And for whatever reason, I just wasn't able to get hold of them. So I thought to myself, well, what's the next best option here? And a colleague of mine runs in Cascadias, so I looked at Cascadia again. Did not get the kind of the most recent version of it. I decided to get a couple of versions back from that, and I picked up really cheap on eBay. This is the Brooks Cascadia 12 GTX, a Gore-Tex version, and I picked them up, and like I said, I got them for, I can't remember what's in the video now, but it's around about something like £30, so like a third of what they possibly retail at, depending on where you go to. Anyway, long story short, I went out on a run in them with the intention of wearing them last week for my 25k race. I didn't wear those in the end. I just wore some road shoes, and actually had a lot of issues with this particular shoe on my first run out with it. All of my Brooks shoes are exactly the same size. And so obviously when I purchased this one, I just purchased exactly the same size. And I won't go into massive detail about it, but basically they caused me some issues across the top of my foot, where the tongue meets the inner. There were two kind of like valleys, two dips that came in both sides, and they just cut up my feet, and it was so uncomfortable that what I ended up actually doing was just cutting that fabric away. So where you've got that valley like that, I just cut that fabric away, so it basically went back to being kind of a smooth edge. But obviously in doing that, it's lost some of its, I suppose, stability, you could argue. So I'm not going to be using this as a running shoe anymore, but I am actually going to be using it as a day-to-day, and I do use it as a day-to-day kind of walking, hiking shoe, Gore-Tex. So from that point of view, it's really good. I can wear a nice, decent pair of socks with it that I would normally go out walking with, and yeah, a soft and comfortable shoe. But I've transitioned from this one. It's no longer going to be a running shoe for me. It just doesn't quite feel the way I want it to feel. Anyway, you know me, I like to find a bargain. I've got alerts set up on my phone so that when a new item arrives on eBay, even Facebook Marketplace and things like that, I have a quick look to see. And anyway, long story short, this came up, the Caldera 2, brand new pair of shoes. Again, picked them up at a really decent price, £35, brand new in the box. Just awesome. So I'm going to be taking these out today. I've done a little bit of running in them. They just fit like a glove, and that's when I know that when I've got that Cascadia 12, I'm not wearing them again as a pair of running shoes until I feel really comfortable. These ones, straight out of the box, straight on, home from home. So I'm going to go out on these today, with the hope that when my race that I've got in 2 weeks' time, which is a 10k, and it is more trail-based race, 6.66 miles, the Baby Damien, which, funnily enough, I'm actually going to this week, because I'm off work this week. I'm actually going to kind of like test drive that run. I'm going to do the course as best I can. I've got to try to figure out the navigation of it all. Do a bit of a dry run of it, see how we go. Anyway, enough talking. Sorry, I thought I'd just give you a quick update, because I know some people had asked me how's it getting on with the shoe, and I thought it best just to document in the video that this is now the shoe I'm going to be looking at the moment. I'm also trying to get myself down to one of the local shops so I can just try on a Hoka and Salomons, just because I'm interested to try them on. I haven't got an opportunity to do that right now, but hopefully it's coming very soon. So I'm actually going to be running to the river, which means I won't be spending as much time on the river, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. And yeah, so not going to be all that exciting, I'm afraid, this first part. I won't film a lot until I get there, but let me share with you how 24k is split up. So, got 3k easy, followed by 5k marathon, 1k easy, 5k marathon, 1k easy, 5k marathon, 1k easy, and 3k easy. That's roughly how it should look over the distance of 24k. Of course, there's a bit of wiggle room, but it should sound and look something like that, assuming everything goes to plan. Okay, I'll catch up with you when I get there. Okay, there's the first 3k easy done. Came in around about 6:13 per kilometre, which is a little fast. I want to really be at around about 6:30. And now what we're going to do is the first 5k at marathon pace, which should bring me in hopefully around about 5:40. So 5k at 5:40 per kilometre, then off rest for an easy 1 kilometre, and then repeat twice over, or 3 times in total. All right, let's get to it. Nearly at the river now. Okay, so those are the 5 kilometres marathon pace done, with the exception of 1 kilometre which came in at 5:16. The rest are around about 5:35, if not dead on 5:35. So now I've got a nice relaxed easy for 1 kilometre and then back to it at marathon pace. So far I'm pushing about 5 to 10 seconds per kilometre quicker, which is fine. You know, I'm comfortable at that, but obviously I've got the opportunity to just slow it down slightly if I need to towards the last half of this run. So what are we running now towards 9 kilometres. Just onto my second set now. Well, done the first kilometre at marathon pace around about 5:38. Happy with that. It's overcast, but sure is warm. As mentioned before, I'm going out intentionally in the heat of the day just to get myself used to it, because come August I know I really benefit from it. So another kilometre or so, then we'll turn around, head back. Some very happy people outside today. Lots of hellos, lots of waves. A couple of kids decided it'd be fun to cycle next to me and then slow down, and speed up, then cycle next to me. I mean, one did say, keep running, you'll get to the Olympics. So I guess he must be right. But otherwise, it's just stunning. Not filming as much because just focusing on this pace. And I think the second set is far more even. So, just about to finish up this kilometre, then rest into an easy 1k before the third set. Okay, so I just bumped into my sister and my nephews. Some people playing cricket, again very English. And oh dear, I stopped for about 15 minutes. Never a good idea on the knees and legs to stop. Just trying to get that pace going again. Oh, feels a bit of a drag, feels a bit heavy. So I'm now just trying to pick up where I left off, which is the 2nd kilometre into 5 kilometres at marathon pace. So we'll see how we go, but I may have slightly sabotaged this long run. Nevertheless, it's been fantastic so far. But so this is a beautiful village, nice lake, nice park, really quaint, really nice, and fortunate to have it just a few kilometres away from where I live. I don't obviously live here, but look at the houses. Nice local pub. Yeah, it is what it is, it's just beautiful. Anyway, let's do this. Final 3k now, more or less out of liquid, so just taking it real easy. Not so worried about pace at this point, just going to get it home. And yeah, all in all I really enjoyed that. I'll look on Strava later to see the splits and I'll put them up on screen here, but I think overall getting much better at pacing. Like I say, today more or less all of the kilometre splits will run between 5 and 10 seconds faster than they are supposed to be, but again, doing that intentionally just to give myself additional buffer. So it's all well thought out, it's all in hand. Rest day tomorrow, so I'll catch up with you again probably Monday now.